Right, he's the boys from Wellington.
Wainui even.
Wainui. So, yeah, introduce yourselves.
Yep, I'm Horse.
I'm Dave.
Back
Come
again.
to see Clayton again for a fallow deer hunt.
Yep.
So, Dave and Horse have been here a couple of times now.
Yep.
Dave shot a nice stag a few years ago. And I think I've actually already done this. We've done a video
Yep, we have. Yep,
last
on the
year.
last one, just before Christmas, we came up. We got six yearlings, some spikers and whatnot.
Yep.
And it was a bloody good trip. Yeah, loaded up, and we're back this time in the rut for a fallow buck or
Yep.
stag, whatever you want to call it.
Yep, buck or stag. I'll both mean exactly the same thing to
Yep,
me, mate.
bloody
So
oath. Yep.
some people might debate that, but I think it depends whether you're American or Kiwi.
Yeah,
So I call them stags, but some people like to call them bucks. So stag, buck, who gives a fuck?
Yep.
So these boys here, Dave's quite keen on getting a meat animal, and Horse wants to get himself a nice trophy. So I've seen a few around in the velvet, and hopefully they've been hanging around. So we'll try our luck.
Yeah.
I know where one was from last year, so we'll go and suss it out
crossed,
first. And he was a beauty, so if we can get onto him, mate,
Yep.
we'll be absolutely over the moon if we can get him.
Fingers crossed, and weather's not too bad. A little bit of rain popping through every now and then, but that wind's buttoned off a little bit. So
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it looks good.
should be good.
norwesterly wind as well, so it's probably it's quite a good wind for where we're heading to.
Yeah. Sweet.
Perfect. Blake's ready to go.
Yep. So we just hurry up.
So we have the 222, Dave's Trebly, and the
No, it's the 270, isn't it?
No.
Oh, did you bring the Tripoli up?
Yeah, this is triple
I thought you said you brought the
And what-
270 up. You're talking shit to me all the way up.
And what calibre have you got?
7x61 sharpened heart.
alright,
Yeah.
let's see if we can sharpen heart one.
Yeah, bloody oath.
That one with a hat. With a hat.
There must be something in the way I feel that she don't want me to feel. Starship bears a cut me. I don't care. You see, so what if I bleed? I can never change what I feel. My face will never show what is now real. A mountain never seemed to have the need to speak. A look that shares so many seas. The sweetest feeling I got from you, the things I said to you were true. I can never change what I feel. My face will never show what is now real.
is the morning of day 2. We've seen a good stag yesterday, as you see on the video, but it didn't give us a good shot. So we're going to put a sneak on here. We've got a couple of good little spots. The wind isn't the best, and we've got the forestry guys working everywhere. And the grass is a bit short, so the odds are against us a little bit. But I know there's a stag up here. We might be able to get you onto 8 more. That's what you call a cull stag.
Nice. Good shot, Dave.
I just don't want those ones breeding. He's got really deformed head. He's never. You see his brow tine was wrong. And at least you got a nice bit of meat. It should be reasonably early in the raw. Fallow are generally terrible eating when they're right in the middle of the rut. But this is only the start, so he should be still good as gold. And you got a shitload of meat there, mate.
That's good.
Nice shot too, Dave. Beautiful shot.
Thanks, man. He was chasing one, wasn't he? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The reason why we shot the stag is one, that he's really old. You could sort of tell by his face, you know. He's got an oldish looking face, and generally it starts getting a little bit of a lump in their nose too. I've noticed anyway, but and the other reason, these are flat to his head, and he's got
No pedicles there, just pretty much sitting on his skull.
yeah, he's never ever going to grow. He probably had a nice head at some stage in his life, but we'll keep him out of the system and let the nice stags breed, and so we get some beautiful genetics in here. But he's got a really nice skin, so I reckon I might be able to talk Dave into taking the skin off and tanning it for him. Get another $200 out of him if I can. Awesome, I'll get a couple of photos and carry on.
Eddie.
Spotty, eh?
Sweet.
Sweet.
He shot that with his 222. What is it, what's your 222 there, Dave?
Oh,
BSA 222 with a cull scope on there. And shot it in the neck at about 80 metres, roughly, with the old 222 straight in the neck, and he didn't go anywhere. And as Dave said, the reason why we shot him is because he's a cull stag, big old fella, and he's got a deformed head, and he might have good genetics, but we're not going to take that gamble. We've got better stags running around that we want to breed, so we'll just get this one out of the system. He could probably also damage the other stags if he's been scrapping. With that bloody tine like that, he could stick that into another stag's guts, and you know, we don't want him to bloody kill any of our nice stags. But
an old timer.
Ones like these, good time of the year to do a cull, because these fellas come out of the woodwork. Generally you don't really normally see them. So nice work.
No, very good. Thanks, Clayton.
Just to get horse a nice big trophy now.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we were looking at one further down, and he looked alright. And then he flicked his head round and he had a broken antler off.
Yeah.
Just above the tree tide.
Yeah, so he's only 50 odd metres away too.
Yeah, we lined up on one last night, a bit of shit in the way. He was a nice one. But we've seen plenty of animals, heaps of grunting. So sure rest of this morning, then an afternoon hunt, another morning hunt tomorrow. I'm sure we can.
Something's going to
come
happen.
up with the goods, I'd
Yep.
say.
I think something's going to happen, mate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely see more animals.
Alright, we'll gut this one out and we'll just leave them on the track and we'll carry on, I think.
Okay.
Rightio, Horse is going to give you a bit of an explanation on how to roughly age the stag, and also the reason why the stag has got a deformity in his antlers. So away you go, mate.
Okay, so initially what we thought was this was an old stag past its prime, having had the pedicles are very, very low on the forehead, because every year they lose a little bit of that every year, so every year they cast their antlers. But I had a quick look in his mouth, and you can see this thing's just deformed as, yeah, it's pretty ugly. And I had a look in his mouth, and when you look down into here, you can see the cusps, which are the points on the teeth, are still very sharp. Now if this was an old stag, they would be worn right down, and you can see the black lines on the in the middle of the teeth. Those are the that's the wear marks from the bottom jaw. So initially what we thought was an old stag isn't, and I would be probably putting him maybe about 4 years old, possibly, maybe even 5. So then when we've gutted them out and hocked them out, what we've found is you look at these, the two front hocks, and look at the length difference. So what people have said is that if a deer or stag has gets a leg wound, the antler growth on the opposite side is affected by the injury. So obviously it's hard to say whether he's been shot, because usually there'll be a big lump formed at the joint, but here we haven't got a lump, so maybe it's just a birth defect possibly. And if we look at that, that's the way they were. The shorter on that side, and the head was that way, so opposite side of the body. Yeah, interesting.
So
But
the
definitely a cull stag. He wouldn't have made anything, you know, no trophy at all. Yeah. So there's a little bit of an explanation anyway. I'm no expert, but I've done a lot of possum aging with scientific research and whatnot, and that's one of the ways we aged the possums, was on the cusp where. Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. So there you have it. So he probably wasn't an old stag, and he's either injured himself or he's just deformed from birth.
Yeah.
And he was never going to grow a good head. I mean, in saying that though, he's got a real character head, so
Yeah.
you know, that's a trophy. Someone would probably
itself,
class that
definitely.
as a trophy, but to me, I class that as a cull stag, and yeah, we want just to get rid of him. And he's probably going to fight with the nice stags and possibly injure them as well, so we'll just get him out of the system, and we just want the nice good blood ones breeding, not these ones. So we'll go and see if we can find one of those ones too and kill one of them. Alright. I think he's a good one. Here he is. Okay. Go, get him again. Get him. It's a perfect shot.
Straight
Well,
at
let's
it.
smack on the shoulder.
Yeah, no, you must have got him. If that rifle's shooting straight.
Yeah, he never showed here.
No. Alright, his horse's stag. Last morning stag, as you would have seen on the footage there. We had a few dilemmas yesterday morning. Everything was going to plan until horse managed to miss that fucking stag. But we put it down to probably the rifle. To be honest with you, he had a perfect rest and everything, and it was only 130 odd metres, and went clean over the top. We analysed the video footage and it was a clean miss. Jump down there with your stag, bro. So horse has had a few troubles in his, not troubles, but just a bit of bad luck with family and his father passing away and bits and pieces. So this stag is pretty sentimental to old horsey. So,
Yep.
and we worked pretty hard. The cards were down there for a little bit, and you could see.
Yeah, we were down here in the dark last night, and they were approaching in here, and we're just it's just a bit unfortunate that well, it was pissing down like this, and it just cleared enough, and there's a lot of deer around in here. So we come back down this morning, and darkness beat us last night, and we come down this morning, and yeah, this one was out. There was a bigger stag there, but he sort of eluded us, and I was quite happy to settle for this fella, especially after my bugger up yesterday, which I was feeling pretty gutted about, and then the rain came in and thinking, oh shit, I'm not going to get one now. And I've been planning this for a year with Clayton, and to get up here, and we had a bad car accident before Christmas with my parents, and then my father passed away, and I've got this now, and I think Dad was looking down on me this morning.
Yeah, bro, I reckon he was, mate. Bloody awesome horse.
Yep.
Fucking good shit, brother.
Cheers, mate.
Fucking awesome, mate. Look at that. A beautiful fucking stag.
It's a wild head, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no farm genetics in here. These are wild as they come. Bloody awesome, mate.
Fantastic.
Not a bad skin on them too, brother.
Yeah.
Alright, so horse is a bit undecided whether we'll head skin him out or just do a European mount. I think he thinks he's going to get a bigger one day.
Be back next year.
So
Get that stonker we saw yesterday.
we'll cape him out anyway,
Yep.
and take some meat. The old fallow aren't really the flashiest of eating when they're right in the middle of the rut, but we're not going to waste it. We've got the motorbike right here, so we'll take everything that we possibly can and get him out.
Beautiful.
Chuck him on your back, and well, how far you got to carry that one, you reckon?
Oh, shit, I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
It's a fair way, mate. Like normally I don't sort of get the clients to carry the deer, but
3-4 metres.
yeah. Oh well, should be all right. We'll see how you go. We can have breaks. We can, you know, if you get tired, I'll have a go.
Yeah. I'm sure it
Awesome, mate. Beautiful stag. Beautiful free-range fellow, Wanganui fellow deer. First one down. Good boy, Blake. You were reasonably well behaved. Good. Look at this. So yeah, I didn't get the camera on, just due to the rain and just with the luck we've been having today. Horse, it was sort of like sitting up. We're here to get a stag on the deck, and the scope was fogging up and all sorts of shit too, so it was quite handy to have someone just to wipe the scope so you didn't take the bead off the stag and all that sort of thing. So the plan came together, and that's the end result. So fucking awesome, I reckon. Hey, fucking fantastic. And as you can see, we're not doing, you know, it's not no deer fencing or anything like that. It's raining, like we're not riding around picking them off the quaddies, and there's quaddies right there, but I walked back and got that. So it's a proper true blue free range hunting, Kiwi style, as I like to say. Oh well, we'll sort them out and carry on, eh? Great, awesome.